How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace, and today we're checking out Ren, Sick Boy. So I was actually planning on reacting to this a while back, and I saw that it got taken down. I did see that Ren put up a video explaining what happened, and I watched it, and he goes into detail of like how it got taken off all the streaming platforms, and it did get put back up after he released that video and everything. So obviously it's back up now. Basically, Ren paid for a beat from Kujo Beats, and this video got copyright striked. Ren thought it was Kujo Beats, but it turns out Kujo Beats stole a portion of that beat from the original owners, and Kujo was doing some really shady things. He goes into greater detail in the video, and I'll put the link in the description as well as this video that we're reacting to. At the beginning of the video explaining what happened, Ren explained the songs about his health, being gaslit by the medical community, the greed in the musical industry as well, which he even said is pretty ironic as to what happened during the whole situation. At the end, he also talked about a song about the situation called Kujo Beatdown, so it's kind of like a sequel of sorts. So now there's like lore and plot outside of this song itself. It's incredibly scummy that the whole thing happened in the first place, but it looks like he was able to kind of spin it into a more positive way. Having said that, I have no clue if this reaction is going to get some sort of copyright claim or not. I really don't know. I do know that when I did react to the Taylor, Jenny, and Screech, the video got hit with a language warning and the channel was negatively affected by it. That's why I had to upload a version of the song with all the curse words muted. I hated doing that. I always hate putting watermarks over the video as well. I feel like it ruins the artwork that the artist did, but sometimes like you have to do what you got to do. I think that kind of goes into the greed of the musical industry as well. But yeah, lengthy intro. I do apologize about that, but I'm ready to check this one out. So I said we go ahead and get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, Ren, Sick Boy. Here we go.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thanks for seeing me.
Looking at your file here, it seems there's a very apparent interplay with your emotional state and your physical body. Have you ever heard of the trauma response?
I don't think so.
Basically, our bodies can get stuck in a negative feedback loop. Our subconscious can repeat patterns from the past, which can have a pretty drastic downstream effect on our biology. Essentially, your mind is making you sick.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, looking for that fix boy, anabolic steroids, damn cell, poster boy, pass out, white noise, quick fix, snake oil, I'm about to break boy. Oh, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go, take another pill, here, take a couple more, let's see how you're doing in another week or so, you'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show, derealization, medical patient, losing patience with the process, walking hand in hand with Satan, complications with the medication, inflammation, dehydration, inhalation, aggravation, building up a toleration, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, soccer, drown, I've been feeling like I'm drowning with my feet upon the ground, I've been screaming, I've been shouting, but I never make a sound, I've been looking for a way out, but I always seem to drown.
Is this all making sense, Ren?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. What I propose we do is we try to pinpoint the exact experiences from the past that are keeping you stuck. What can you tell me about your childhood?
I can't really think.
It's okay if nothing comes up right away. What I'd like you to do is take some deep breaths with me. In and out. In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
This video is very striking with the cuts of like the person that's in the pig mask. And like I guess that kind of represents the greed and the conversation that he's having with her. There's definitely a bit of familiarity with that. Like I can resonate with that to an extent, not to the extent that he goes through, but like I've gone through mental health issues with depression and just talking to different like psychiatrists and therapists and things like that. And, you know, getting different like medication from people and, you know, about the side effects and just like it definitely resonates. And I guess it's kind of like the song is kind of happening in his head and he's having just like a regular conversation between the two, but you have like the portions where he's like rapping out. So I guess that's kind of like a visual representation of what's going on in his head while he's talking to her. I will say at the beginning when they're having the conversation, the beat was a little bit louder than the conversation, so it was a little hard to hear what they were saying in parts, so I did have to go back and read the lyrics just to make sure I caught everything. But just the initial listen through, it was a little hard to hear just during that portion. The rest of the track, I think it balances out very well. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely enjoying this video. I'm enjoying the track, and I'm ready to check out the rest of it. I said we go ahead and get back to it, so here we go.
In and out. Good. Now tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. We're given everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like we're parasitic. Science tells us that it's suicide and still we commit. I'm not sick, we are sick. We are standing on a cliff in the name of progress. We jump off the precipice. I'm not sick, I'm the virus, you're the virus, hypocrite. How can you sit there with that smile on and tell me that I'm sick? Sick boy, looking for a fix, boy. Push it down in public, quick pose for the pic, boy. Record label meetings that commodify your gift, boy. Why you so upset? Don't you wanna be a rich boy? Fuck no, industry is cutthroat. I've been doing bits by myself, swimming backstroke, walking on a tightrope, rapping with a slit throat. The way that we persist is like the ending of a bad joke. As the people evolve, we're complacent to assailants and we do what we're told. Counterintelligence, a sight to behold. Rape the earth of all resources and we bleed it for gold. And we bleed it for wealth, we bleed it for fame. But when you bleed it, can you tell me what the fuck will remain? And I bleed in myself, I bleed in my brain. While I'm bleeding, I'm the reason, cause I'm doing the same.
So yeah, I mean, he told her exactly how he felt. So now that we got to see the whole thing, I'm more convinced about the parts where he's up, moving around, flipping over the chair and the table and everything. Like it's more of a visual representation of like the anger and the ferocity that, you know, we wish we could bring out. That's how he like feels, you know, like just wanting to actually do that. But in reality, he was sitting there calmly talking to the other person. And then during the second half, it goes into the greed of the music industry. And then it goes into the greed of the music industry, talking about like, hey, don't you want to be rich? Walking that tightrope, being forced to walk that, basically being bled dry of your talent and not actually getting what you put into it. So yeah, whole song basically covering just different like medications that like doesn't really seem to work, and you know, like they won't do anything until they see the side effects and then they'll adjust. And then how that not only is on his mind, but also just, and then the greed in the music industry basically just going until there's nothing left. And when she was going over like the standard questions, can you tell me about your childhood? It's okay if you can't think of anything right away. We'll come back to that. But we're going to do some breathing exercises. Now just tell me what is like what's on your mind. The first thing that comes to your mind. Like that's just the standard that doctors do. It's the bare minimum. And like they do that for every single person. And how it's like not customized for each individual person is just a blanket like test for that everybody gets. But yeah, this was a fantastic track. It definitely resonated with me just with the message that he brought for this. And it's also really cool seeing him without an instrument, because like I think all the other performances I've watched, whether it's Ren or it's The Big Push, I've seen him play guitar, I've seen him do instruments, and I've seen him sing. I've heard him spit bars and everything, but like this is like just kind of, it felt a little bit different, but in a really great and refreshing way, because it shows that he's got massive versatility as an artist, and I think that's awesome. So yeah, Ren, if y'all have any suggestions or anything I should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. It tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check out the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All my socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. The release schedule, I always drop on the socials a couple days early, so if you would like a sneak peek as to what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. Each request is only $5 and it helps me out a bunch. The link to the video we reacted to is also in there. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment #sickboy. I think that's it for this reaction. Check you out in the next one. Bye, guys.